Hey guys, sorry we couldn't be in service tonight, but I hope you guys are all safe at home in your PJs. I would like to give you guys a little bit of information about some upcoming things. We've got the spaghetti dinner this weekend, February 13th, right after service. So be here, be prepared to start getting ready for that service, cooking food, getting everything set up, and cleaning up afterwards. It's very important that you're here, you're part, because those funds that we raise are going to help pay for our trip in March that you're going to find out a little bit more later in this broadcast. The next thing that's important for you to remember is our trip at the end of this week, end of this month, to Winter Jam. Cost us $10 a person, and you need to bring money for food. And we're going to meet at the church at 2:30, so be there, be on time, so that we can get to the Ford Center and have good seats. The next thing is our big trip to Tulsa. It's going to be an overnighter, March 25th and 26th, so 6 weeks from this weekend. It's going to be a lot of fun. It will be costly, so hopefully we raise enough money from these events to cover the charges for that. But if not, you may be required to pay part of your ticket, and definitely you will need to have money for food for 3 meals. So with all that said, that's the announcement. Watch this quick video about our trip in March to acquire the fire.
Hey Adam, do you want to play Red Rover with us?
Are you guys kidding me? Red Rover?
Red Rover!
You okay? Adam.
Hey, you okay?
Dude, what hit me?
What happened out there? Man, you know you gotta be prepared for those kind of hits. They're part of the game.
For real, man. Little sister could whip your tail.
Acquire the Fire is a 27-hour experience designed to bring you closer to God than ever before. ATF presents Collision, Mend the Broken. When collisions hit head-on, we have a choice. Disappointment, pressure, pain, or tragedy, all of them cause damage. The question is, what comes next? Does the damage get painted over with hopes that no one notices? Do the dents get ignored like nothing is wrong? Or does real restoration take place, making us new again? Through a dramatic presentation of the gospel, coupled with authentic worship, your teens will have the opportunity to make life-changing decisions to follow Christ. Inspiring speakers will present pattern-breaking challenges for living real life with God.
Literally, do you understand to the point where it's affected the way you view every single part of your life?
Students will be empowered to dig deep in the scriptures and come face to face with the Lord as He breaks strongholds and mends the broken pieces of their hearts.
Like a blessing to hear God talking to you, like He was there for me, even when I was doing bad things, He was there for me.
Intimate ministry times will lead a future-shaping perspective that helps them see themselves in God's big plan.
God pours His love into us because He wants to pour it through us.
In addition to all that for your students, special workshops will help parents create a culture in their homes stronger than trying to shape their kids. And youth pastors will be refreshed and ministered to in a deep and practical way as they strengthen their bond with other leaders and are equipped through training, new discipleship tools, and sessions by youth ministry specialists. Finally, bring down the house with your favorite artists. Could your students use 27 focused hours with God? Join the hundreds of thousands of young people who will give God 27 hours at an ATF this year and walk away with mended hearts and changed lives.
Fun, doesn't it? Okay, now I need to give you information about, well, not information, but your lesson. What would Starting Line Youth be without your lesson? And since this series, Love, L-O-V-E, is going to end at the end of February, and we're going to start our Missions Madness series, I wanted to give you guys an opportunity to learn more about love and kind of echo what Steve has been teaching about love on Sundays. So, what did Jesus say about love? Well, he said, love the Lord your God with all your heart and your soul and with all your mind, and love your neighbor as yourself. How shall we love? Well, love the Lord your God with all your heart. Your heart should belong to him, not a portion of your heart. If you love things in this world more than God, if you aren't showing or giving love as God intended, if you love, say, Facebook, friends, iPhones, iPads, iPods, music, actions, boyfriends, girlfriends, sports, if you love those things more than you love God, you're not loving him with all your heart. Those things are in your heart and are taking the place of God. And then he says, love God with all your soul. Your very breath, your life, everything that you do should shout that you love Christ. Not just your time at church, but everything you do, 24/7. And then, love the Lord your God with all your mind. Your mind should think on God, and you should strengthen your mind to focus on him first, not other things. Not things that get you excited, not the things that you think you may love, like I mentioned earlier, Facebook, friends, iPods, iPads, music, sports, actions, activities, boys, girls, whatever it may be for your situation. Your mind has to think of God first and not the other things. The world will influence your mind about what jokes you laugh at, where you take your thought, and where you are when you're alone, and what you do, and what you think. Then the next, we see the command to love your neighbor as yourself. If you love others as you love yourself, you won't hurt them. You won't feel you should steal from them. You won't feel like hating them, and you won't imagine being jealous of them. Being a person in love will change you completely. And let your love for God be extraordinary and make you extraordinary. It's not up for us to determine how we portray love. God's commandments are plain and simple. We've got to love God with all of our heart, soul, and our mind. And then we have to love our neighbor as ourselves. And if we do those things, we'll be in his will. We'll be doing exactly what he wants for us to do. He'll be changing our lives. He'll be changing our minds. And we're going to be at a place where we can totally, completely see him in a way we never have before. And it all starts with love. L-O-V-E.
Hold up, wait a minute, put a little love in it.
Really? I mean, I got an idea. Don't go.
Don't go.
Do not go.
Don't go.
I mean, I need to get my stuff right here first, as opposed to getting stuff right over there.
Yeah, I know there are starving children in Africa. So what?
Are you ever going to meet them? Does it really matter?
Who cares if there's 6,000 unreached people groups in the world?
You know, I don't even know what an unreached people group is.
Who cares that one baby is aborted every 2 seconds?
Or that every 3 seconds a child dies from a preventable disease?
Honestly, one person is not going to make that big of a difference. One person is not going to go into a country and change anything.
Don't go. Don't go. Go.
Trust me, don't go. Unless
you really do care.
Don't go unless you want to follow what God says, what Jesus says, how he told us to live. Don't go unless you want to follow him, wherever that may be.
So maybe you do care about helping AIDS clinics and orphanages in Africa.
towns and cities in Europe,
or a nation in Latin America,
Or touching the lives of 1 billion plus people in Asia who need Jesus in their lives.
Think about it. I mean, think about the impact that you could make.
Maybe you should go.
If you really feel called, I think you should go.
Go.
go. If you care about the world, then go.
Go.
You should definitely go.